Hello and welcome to Miss Jessica's Art Club. My name is Miss Jessica, and today we are going to be doing a fun, easy project to do at home on Christmas break. We are going to be making a Christmas stocking using Crayola markers and water. We will turn those markers into paint. So let's get ready to go. All right, hello everyone. I've got my supplies here. We are going to get started with computer paper, any regular old computer paper, and a paper plate. I cut mine in half so that I can use it more than once and get a lot of use out of one paper plate. We also need a paintbrush and a little cup of water, a paper towel as well. Any Crayola markers that you have or markers that look like these will also do. So we are going to get started with a black marker, and we are just going to go in at the top of our page and create a nice big cloud shape. This is going to be the fluffy top for our stocking. And then we are going to draw our U shape down the sock shape that is the classic stocking. And of course we also need to add our toe seam line and our heel seam line. This really gives it the classic stocking look. So I'm also going to go in and do some patterns. You can do zigzags, stripes, polka dots, whatever you want. I also am going to put some little circles here. We are going to do a color in each bracket. Okay, so once you've got your stocking decorated how you like, this is where the magic happens. So I am going to choose pink and green for my main colors. And this is where it's going to get interesting. So you're going to uncap your marker, and you will see here by simply drawing on the paper plate. It is going to get all of that ink out on the paper plate for our watercolor. So you can see here how porous that tip of the marker is. It's really easy to come out, and then once you've got a good amount of pigment on your paper plate, go in with a little bit of water and voila! The pigmentation of this paint is really great for what it is. It's a low budget, easy way to get some paint on paper. And using your Sharpie lines, you want to stay right within those to keep your colors nice and crisp and separate. So I'm going to do every other section here with my green and being very careful going around my polka dots here because I am going to do those a different color. Keep adding water to your pigment on the paper plate, as well as keep drawing on the paper plate and getting that ink out onto your paper plate. The more pigment you use, the darker the color will be. So you can see me do this about 3 to 4 times because I'm going back in and really making those colors green. And now I'm going in with my pink, or this kind of looks red. And I am just going to go back and do the other section. Here the pigment was starting to get a little lighter, so I went for blue for the heel section, and then at the top section here I am just going to do a lot of wispy curly patterns because I want this to look fluffy like the top of a stocking. And this next part coming up is really important to keep your colors separate. So once you're done using one color, you always want to clean that brush out and wipe off your palette so that we don't muddy our colors. Because this yellow that I'm going to go in with is going to be very pretty. It will look like jewels on my stocking. So here I am rinsing my brush, patting it on the paper towel, and then going in with a nice clean brush for our yellow bedazzled jewels. This stocking is really coming together. I hope y'all are following along, and this is easy and fun for you to do at home. I'm sure all of my artists are doing so well. So now, as I finished up with my colors, I am going to let my stocking dry for about 10 to 15 minutes. You want to make sure that it is very dry up top here before we move on. So we'll be right back. For this next part, we are going to be adding our name at the top of the stocking. So just use a black marker that you had from the beginning. This will show up the best on these lighter colors. So here I am just writing my name in all capital letters. And I'm going to go back in and just make it a little thicker so that it's nice and big and bold. Your paper still will be a little flimsy because it is wet. It will need at least a day to dry out. But for this next part, we are going to be using scissors. Please use adult supervision when using scissors. If you are not confident using scissors, please ask a parent to do so for you. Alright, so here's our final masterpiece. It looks so good cut out, and you can hang it up on your fridge or in your bedroom. Gift it to a relative for a beautiful handmade Christmas present. Here are my 2 examples. Thank you so much for joining me today at Miss Jessica's Art Club. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you would like to see more content by me, Miss Jessica, and more fun DIY projects for home. Bye everybody! Have a great Christmas break and Merry Christmas!